Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, we're going to be doing another product review. This time it's going to be on one of the new items from Becca's Skin Love collection. This is the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. In this video, I will be letting you guys know all of the foundation's claims, what it's supposed to do to your skin. Then I'll be applying it live on camera with my first impressions as I go, and then I'll be doing an 8-hour wear test. Really quick, if you guys are new, hello, my name is Jenna Fraze. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. My channel is all about high-end and luxury makeup. I absolutely love it. So if you're like me and you enjoy a fancy price tag on your makeup, then I would love for you to consider subscribing to my channel. My content provides a lot of honest reviews on some of the latest releases in the high-end categories. So make sure you've got your notification bell on so you never miss a new video. And without further ado, let's get on to this review. First of all, let's talk about the outer packaging. When you order it online or pick it up in store, what you'll see is just a very classic kind of packaging, minimalistic, silver metallic, nothing crazy. Then when you open up the product itself, you will see a squeezy tube bottle, which is excellent. I love that because then you can get every little bit of foundation out, which I'm loving. It's very reminiscent of my IT Cosmetics packaging from the Your Skin But Better line, the CC cream. This is really easy to get. I want to say pretty well everything out. You even can cut it open and get every last speck if you want. So this is going to be really handy for that, which I'm really excited about. This new foundation is available now on Becca's website, which is beccacosmetics.com. It's also available at Sephora, Ulta, Nordstrom, and Beautylish. According to Sephora, it is a medium coverage foundation as well. It's for all skin types. The finish is natural, which I'm loving. Personally, for me, I love natural foundations. I love medium coverage as well. This is already sounding amazing. It says it's a weightless, medium, buildable coverage foundation with a velvety natural finish that mimics the look of smooth, healthy skin. It's also enriched with Becca's Glow Nectar Brightening Complex, which is a proprietary blend of natural ingredients. It helps brighten, hydrate, and nourish the skin. Long-lasting, self-setting as well. Interesting. Imperfections and pores are camouflaged thanks to a light as air blurring complex. It also says vitamin C supports a look of radiance. Ginger soothes the skin. And then we have a skin quenching blend of cold pressed avocado and melon extract, which maintains the skin's natural moisture levels for an all-day comfortable wear. Unlike the Beauty Blender foundation that I tried recently, I will leave my review up in the cards for you guys if you're interested. The Beauty Blender foundation claimed to have a 24-hour wear. This doesn't have any number of hours specifically. It just says all day. So I'm going to say hopefully 8 hours should be enough. Another thing that I'm really loving about this foundation already, without even putting it on my face, is the inclusivity of it. So again, unlike the Beauty Blender foundation, this one has 24 shades, which is technically less than the Beauty Blender one, but the spread of shades is a lot better. It's obvious that they put some thought into it, and I'm very much appreciating that as a consumer. The shade that I picked up today is Vanilla, and this is light beige with neutral undertones. I am an NC20. I know a lot of people ask me what is my reference or what are other foundations that I wear, and everybody seems to know MAC, so I am an NC20 in MAC. Now let's get on to testing this baby out. What I did first was I primed my left side of my face with my Sicily primer. This is a little bit of a tacky primer, but it's amazing, so I'm very excited to try this against that. The other side of my face here is not primed at all, so we're going to see how it compares on either side of the face. Okay guys, let's get to the application of this guy. So here we are. I'm going to use a wet beauty sponge because, hey, that's what we are about here. And I am taking one pump to the back of my hand for now. As you can see, I'm gonna lift this up from the Beauty Blender. Right off the bat, it does have a little bit of a smell, so just keep that in mind, guys. This one dries a little bit quicker than some of the other ones that I've played with recently, so that is another thing to keep in mind. You kind of have to place it really quick and blend it pretty quickly. I mean, it's letting me, but it's getting tougher as it's sitting on my skin, if that makes sense. What I'm doing right now, what I'm noticing is that with one coat, it's doing a pretty good job. It's definitely a medium. So this is supposed to be a soft matte finish. As you guys can see, like it dries pretty fast on my hand as well. So this is my hand right now. My hand, keep in mind, is incredibly tan compared to my face. So it's going to look like the obviously wrong shade, but my face is a lot lighter. I have normal to oily skin, so this review is going to be based on that. Right off the bat, like just how it's applying, it's not my favorite. So when I look at my favorite foundations, I think of the La Mer Soft Fluid. Right off the bat, that's the first one I think of. It's just so nice. And it applies nice and it wears nice. This one, so far it's just okay. I don't know. I'm also gonna try a little bit applying with a brush, and I'm going to use my Sigma Flat Kabuki. This is the F80, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand here to see if it helps a little bit more than the Beauty Blender. I think that you maybe get a little bit more foundation actually deposited onto the skin versus the Beauty Blender. So this guy is definitely sucking up a little bit of the product as I'm putting it onto my face. But for me, I do like it a little bit. I know I'm wasting some product, but I like that it shears it out just a little bit more so that I can actually work with it a little bit better, because I don't want too much product on my face and then with it drying super quickly, I don't want it to dry really fast and then look cakey. Even though this says this is a self-setting product, I certainly wouldn't leave it like this. It just doesn't look like it's done. So I think I'm definitely gonna finish the rest of my face off and then I will get back to you guys. All right guys, so I am back and I put my full face of makeup on over this foundation. I did do a little bit of a Becca theme. So the highlight I have is the Royal Glow highlight. And then I also used the Be a Light palette. This has served me really well actually. So I really like this. I've been using it to kind of do a bit of a cheek topper, a little bit of a contour topper, and overall, the powders are really nice and light and glowy, and I love that. So that is what I've got on currently. Now, just to kind of do a bit of a summary, as I was applying it, of course, it was a little bit thicker than I would like. It dries quicker than I would like as well. I do think the Beauty Blender is the best way to apply it, even though you are getting a little bit of some product loss. I do think that it shears it out a little bit so you can work with it as fast as you can. So far, definitely setting it has helped immensely. Like, it's definitely not as bad looking on the skin. I can tell that my bumps here are going to be emphasized. They're already getting emphasized. So if you have texture at all, keep in mind it's going to be emphasized a little bit. But besides that, it's looking good so far. It's not settling yet, and it's certainly not oxidizing yet. So I'm gonna watch for those two things. Anyways, I will be back in 8 hours to let you know how it wore. All right, guys, I am back. It has been 8 hours. I'm actually exhausted, so I just changed my PJs and I'm like ready to take off this face. But of course, I was gonna check in and let you guys know how it has worn throughout the day. And I do have some mixed feelings about this foundation. Okay, so this is really gonna emphasize where the spots are that I'm a little bit concerned about. I didn't repowder, nor did I add any setting spray throughout the 8 hours. So this is just how it wore throughout the day unaided. And basically, there's no difference between the prime side versus the unprimed side. Definitely my pores are starting to get emphasized right in here. They are monstrous pores, but they're coming up. Then of course, you guys know I've got my cystic acne here. There's always some texture to this area and it is still emphasized. As you guys recall, it was emphasized still when I put it on initially, but now as it has worn, it's definitely a little bit more noticeable. It oxidized a touch. So on me, it oxidized not even a half shade. It's definitely a little bit darker, but it's not that bad. So that's really good and awesome to note. The only thing that I'm really disappointed in is because there's so many hydrating ingredients in here, and Becca was kind of pushing like vitamin C for radiance and avocado and melon for hydration or whatever. It's just not like luminous enough for me. So when I look at my favorite, for instance, when I mentioned my La Mer earlier, it just has a luminous finish that gives that healthy like glow to the skin, and this is what this is really missing. So my final verdict is that it's definitely just an okay foundation. It's certainly not a holy grail or my favorite. It just missed the mark by that much, I just wanted a little bit more of a glow. Anyways, guys, those are my final thoughts on this foundation. Let me know down below if you are interested in picking this up or not. I am super curious. If you like this video, don't forget to let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, as well as don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I would love to see you guys back here, and until my next one, guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!